Yeah, hello, good day, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to be discussing autoimmune diseases, mechanisms, and the causes of autoimmune diseases. Now, what are autoimmune diseases? Autoimmune diseases are diseases of the immune system. They are unique diseases that occur because the immune system now begins to attack the cells, the normal healthy cells of the body. This should not be. The immune system is designed in such a way that it provides protection for the body. And in the instance that pathogens find their way into the body, the immune system is designed to fight against these pathogens, whether they are viruses or bacteria or whatever kind of or parasites, whatever kind of pathogens they are. And while it's doing that fighting, it keeps the healthy cells of the body, it allows them to carry out all their activities. So a situation where the immune system now, not only fights against pathogens, but now begins to fight against the cells of the body, we refer to such a situation as autoimmune disease. And there are many different kinds of autoimmune diseases, and this is important for us to note. So we can look at we can refer to an autoimmune disease as a self-attack. The immune system is attacking itself, and this should not be so. Now, the exact cause of an autoimmune disease is not yet known, but a variety of factors have been known to trigger or help in causing autoimmune diseases. Things from environmental factors, from genetics, from diet, toxins, pollutants, all of these have been known to trigger autoimmune responses and autoimmune diseases within human beings. Now, let's go further and look what is the mechanism, what actually happens before an autoimmune disease occurs. The first thing that occurs for an autoimmune disease to happen is what we refer to as loss of tolerance. Now, the human body is designed in such a way that the immune system operates within a healthy body, fighting pathogens and leaving the healthy cells of the human body alone. So, when you now have a situation where we have this loss of tolerance, it means that the healthy cells before that were not a target for the immune system becomes a target for the immune system, and the immune system begins to fight against both the healthy cells and the pathogens within the body. Now, with loss of tolerance, you now have the immune system attacking the healthy cells of the body. Now, this continued and sustained attack on the healthy cells leads to chronic inflammation, leads to a situation where the cells of the body continue to be inflamed, continue to be attacked, and then you have other situations that now come to play. And this, at the end of the day, leads to autoimmune diseases. Also, there is something called a molecular mimicry, which occurs, and the issue being that pathogens such as viruses and bacteria have their own unique proteins. And many times, the presence of these unique proteins or these proteins help to give these viruses and bacteria away, meaning that the presence of these proteins that are present on the surfaces of viruses and bacteria help them to be identified very quickly by the immune system. Now, many viruses and bacteria have evolved mechanisms such that these their proteins resemble the normal human proteins, and now it becomes difficult for the immune system to recognize or differentiate bacterial and viral proteins from the proteins of the human body. And when this occurs, you realize that what is now occurring is some sort of confusion, and in the middle of this confusion, the immune system begins to attack both the healthy cells and the cells of the pathogen. Now, this occurs. So, this is called molecular mimicry, and is one of the things that could occur that could lead to an autoimmune disease. Now, there are many types of autoimmune diseases, but for the course of this class, we just profile a few of the autoimmune diseases. Number one on our list is what we call type 1 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is different from type 2 diabetes. And in type 1 diabetes, this is a kind of diabetes where the immune system have destroyed the cells of the pancreas. Within the pancreas, we have the islets of Langerhans. And when the immune system now functions to destroy a lot of cells in the pancreas, it destroys and affects the ability of the pancreas to produce insulin. And remember that if the pancreas cannot produce insulin, then you don't have insulin present in the blood. And the job of insulin is that it's like, if we discuss it in layman's terms, it's a sort of tap that helps to open up the cells so that they can take in glucose. So when you don't have insulin within the body, then what happens is that the level of sugar, of glucose within the body continues to grow and increase. That's the concentration continues to grow and increase due to the lack of insulin. And so a situation where the immune system destroys the cells of the pancreas such that they cannot produce insulin, this on itself would lead to type 1 diabetes, which is a type of autoimmune disease. We also have rheumatoid arthritis, which is popular as an autoimmune disease. And in rheumatoid arthritis, you have a situation where the immune system is destroying the cells that line a lot of joints, the membranes. We have something we call the synovium. So that membrane, when it gets destroyed in joints, it leads to pain, it leads to inflammation. And not only are these membranes destroyed, you also have the deposition of antibody antigen complexes into those joints. And this leads to chronic inflammation, this leads to swelling, this leads to fever, this leads to pain. And this is what we have occurring in the joints when we have rheumatoid arthritis. So type 1 diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis. You also have a popular one that we call lupus erythematosus. Lupus erythematosus. This is an autoimmune disease that is really unique. And this type of autoimmune disease, you have a situation where the immune system goes around fighting many different organs within the body. So it affects the liver, the lungs, the stomach, the pancreas. Many different organs within the body are affected, and many of them begin to collapse and fail. Even the kidney, they are unable to carry out their normal function, and these can become a really big problem. We also have what we call multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis is another type of autoimmune disease. And in multiple sclerosis, you have a situation where the lining, the sheets that line nerve cells, are destroyed by the immune system. And we remember that the nerve cells are important in sending signals from the brain to the spinal cord and to all the peripheral parts of the body. So any problem, any mechanism that affects this system makes it difficult for the body to send these impulses, send these impulses and messages, and it becomes very difficult for the body to function. This is multiple sclerosis, and it also occurs, and this is an autoimmune disease. Now, we'll round off by saying that autoimmune diseases are quite difficult to cure. They are quite difficult to cure because it's a congregation, a conglomerate of problems, genetic problems, environmental problems, toxins, pollutants. They don't have a single cause. So they are difficult to cure. And a lot of times, what is being done is management in order to alleviate the sufferings from these disease. So that is autoimmune disease. They are a serious problem for science, and I hope we do understand. If you do have any questions, you can always reach out to me. And thank you for listening. Remember to like and subscribe, and have a beautiful day.